highly visible real estate that the patient sees multiple times during their week, we're going to reinforce that, I haven't been to the dentist and it's time to go. As a leader, simplifying your agenda is huge. It's really easy to add. It's really hard to subtract. And effectiveness is all about focus, as you know.
And so, like around this time, when you're growing between, up to those 50 locations that you had all done primarily in-house, what is your real estate strategy? So I know you guys don't like to buy your real estate, but were you focused on retail areas? You know what I mean? Were a lot of these in offices? Because we really saw around the 2000s is when there was this big push in dentistry, or maybe even a little bit later, to have those retail, client-focused, easily accessible centers that really just stacked the deck in your favor. Were you guys kind of dealing with those same types of offices, or what was your niche?
Yeah, we were early on that. So when we founded the company in 97, sitting around with a napkin in a restaurant trying to figure out what we wanted to be, the stunning statistic was that 50% of the U.S. population was going to the dentist. Now, as a side note, fast forward to 2019, and that's 39%. So the problem still exists. There's a huge opportunity out there. But what we looked at is we said, well, why don't people go to the dentist? And we thought that it was primarily retail reasons, at least for a big chunk of them that you could activate. And so we said, if we invest in highly visible real estate in very convenient locations that the patient sees multiple times during their week, we're going to reinforce that, I haven't been to the dentist and it's time to go. Combine that with good local marketing, combine that with taking all insurance plans within reason, combine that with consumer financing, and suddenly you've knocked down every barrier to getting people into care. But we absolutely thought one of the biggest barriers was, is it convenient? I joke sometimes, with our call center, someone hasn't been to the dentist in 2 years or 3 years, and they call, and if the phone rings like the fourth time, they hang up and go, well, I did my part. You didn't answer the phone. And then they'll call again in 2 years. So, people will take any excuse not to go to the dentist. And so, retail real estate, highly visible real estate, corner of Main and Main, good traffic counts, easy ingress, particularly egress is nice too, but easy ingress for sure, let's get them in, is really, really important. Is it clean? Is it inviting? Is it a welcoming facility? All of that is huge because people are dealing with busy lives. They're dealing with irrational fear of going to the dentist. They're dealing with fear of it being very expensive. So what's that sweet spot, right? Do you know your customer? And you don't want your facility to look like it costs more than they want them to have, but you don't want it to look like a place they don't want to, get healthcare service either. So it's a really fine line. We've worked really hard on that over the years, and a lot of people have done a great job of that as well. But we've worked really hard on that over here. Know who our customer is. Are they the ones in the car driving by?